Hey guys, Dr. Pelto here. How are you doing? I'm excited to share a new course that I put together. You might be wondering why I'm putting together all these courses, and really the reason is I got a ton of videos on YouTube, and no one really ever knows what to start and where to start and what other information. And I'm really using it for my own patients in the clinic. So I'll share these courses with people, and they can just go to one place versus having to go to like each individual YouTube page or each individual link. So basically, it's just a way to share information with patients. And the one that I've been working on right now is this intermittent fasting course. And a lot of people are asking me why does a podiatrist deal with intermittent fasting? And the short story made long is the following. I treat patients that get injured, and a lot of them get injured as they're working out. They get plantar fasciitis, they get Achilles tendinitis, they get other types of problems because they're working out and they get injured. And then they put on weight for the most part. And a lot of people I ask, well, do you like to work out? And really hardly anyone likes working out, but they all want to like be skinny or lose weight or things like that. And I've tried everything. And if you listen to some of my other videos, you'll hear that like I've tried the app tracking apps, I've tried ketogenic, I tried other things, but really what works the best I think is intermittent fasting. And I'm not a diet doctor, but I recommend this for patients, and I have a lot of resources for them, and that's what I put here. And so let me go through what's going to be in this course, and I will put a link here in the video and when the official video is up of how to do that. Okay, so let's go right into it here. So this is what the course looks like, and you can get it here at drpelto.com/fasting. Okay, so if you go, basically you can go to the home page here, and you can go to the courses, and then there's a lot of foot courses and education courses, and then healthy living courses, and this is the one here, intermittent fasting course. Okay, so what you'll see here, basically you'll see some like reviews and things like that, but this is where you get to the different types of courses. So I have the first video here is a little introduction to intermittent fasting. And this is just a little simple introduction that explains the bare bones if you want to learn about it and want more information. Okay, so that's where you should start. From there, there's an interview with this guy named Dr. Tro. He only teaches and helps people with weight loss. He's a medical doctor, and he gives a lot of tips and tricks. He can be seen if you want to. He does do like medical issues, like people with weight loss, or they want help with it. So I don't treat people. If they need help, I'll send them to Tro. He's the one that does that. So if you want more information, there's information under his video on Dr. Tro. Here's his name right there. You can learn about him. He actually helps. He has like this medical weight loss program. So for people that need more help, but this is a video. I did an interview with him. I also interviewed another person that helps people, Dr. Nadja, and she actually speaks Portuguese because she's from Mozambique. And I don't know if you know, I also speak Portuguese. I lived some time in Brazil. So this is in English though. And she is giving different tips as well. And then I get into some of my patient experiences. So this is a patient of mine. This is the one that actually inspired me to start doing intermittent fasting on a daily basis. So he had young kids like me, and he was doing fasting 5 days a week, doing one meal a day. And he's the one that inspired me. So it was because of Jason where I'm at right now, which is doing 5 days of fasting. I eat like in a 3 hour window, or one meal a day, usually Monday through Friday. But then he's the one that inspired me. So you can listen to that interview. Here's one of my patients that really made me proud. He lost over 60 pounds using intermittent fasting and really changed his life. So that's another patient perspective. Here is kind of the person. I've included one of his videos, Dr. Fong, in this. So this is just a link to his video. I did not interview him, but I really think this was a great video. And then I include this. This is another doctor. He is actually a bariatric surgeon. And the bend here is that he works with addiction, so carb addiction. So there are some people that they can't just do fasting. They can't just do low carb. They really have to work on the mindset in terms of carb addiction. So this is a playlist. As you can see here, look at that. He has 169 videos. So if you want to binge listen to this doctor about that. Down here also, I put some other resources. And so these are the ones that I actually given to my patients. And one of them is a quick start guide to intermittent fasting. So this is the one I give actually in the treatment room when I'm with patients. And this just helps people. Basically, it shows how you start with a 12 by 12, basically 12 hours eating, 12 hours fasting. Then you go to the typical, which is a 16-8, which is 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. I put typical time periods here that work well for people. Then this is what I do Monday through Friday. It's a 24 or a 32-1. And the way I did it, and a lot of people ask me, how do you end up doing this? Well, what I did is I start with Wednesdays, and I did that for a couple months. Then I did Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I did it daily. And then the times that I eat, usually for me, it's 5 to 9. And I do this 23-1. And then for people that really have a lot to lose, I always say if you have over 30 pounds to lose, my opinion, the best is alternate day fasting. Okay, that means you fast Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. Now, if you want to know the actual notes of how to do this, there's some quick cliff notes here, what you do when you're fasting, what you do when you're eating, and stuff like that. And then here is a little eating list as well. Okay, I actually borrowed this from another doctor's website and just it was a Google Doc, so I just edited it a little bit. Okay, so let's go back here. Also, right here, this is my favorite website on intermittent fasting as a guide. Intermittent fasting can also be called time-restricted eating. Okay, so this is a great guide here. It talks, what I really like about it is it talks about insulin resistance, and this is the real cause. So it goes in, just a great article that talks about all the stuff. I would really advise reading that. And for those of you that like community, I tell my patients to join this intermittent fasting group. This is one that Dr. Fong put together for the obesity code based on his book, him and Megan Ramos. You can join this, and what you do is you eavesdrop on what's working for other people. I think that's great. So for example, if you want to see what other people are doing. Oh, another real cool thing in their discussion is if you search like certain terms you're looking at, you want to talk about, let's say for polycystic ovarian disease, or whether you want to talk about for diabetes, you can read all the literature or all the posts that are on that as well for that aspect. This is Dr. Fong's fasting like online coaching program. It's very reasonable. And then a couple of the tips that I give patients are, one is for bulletproof coffee. This is something that I do usually 2 to 3 times a week. I love it. It's basically you add butter and MCT oil. I don't think you need to buy the expensive stuff, but just regular salted butter. Actually, use salted. You don't need to buy unsalted butter. Doesn't matter. I do salted. And then a little MCT oil. Basically for 1 cup, so like if you look at, here's my coffee cup. For 1 cup, you'll do 1 tablespoon. So I do 2 cups in the morning, 2 tablespoons, a little dash of MCT oil, and then cinnamon. And then another thing I recommend for my patients are like either apple cider vinegar, or you can make your own kombucha. So I put some stuff there as well. I also put a link down here on this page of recommendations. So what this will take you to is something on Google. So on Google here, on Amazon, I'm sorry, if some people like to test, like with ketone strips, I don't really think that's necessary, but if you want to do that, the books that I recommend, The Obesity Code and The Complete Guide to Fasting, just some good books. So I've included all that here. And if you have a question, please ask me your question here. So hopefully that is helpful for you. This is, once again, going back to the top, this is the new little course that I put together on intermittent fasting. What do I call it a course? Well, it's just all in one place. So if you found this beneficial, great. Tell your friends about it. And until we have another course or more information, I'll give you more information then. Okay, please subscribe and tell me what you think. Hey guys, thank you for watching Healthy Living. You're going to find a few links here I'd like you to click. One is to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Also, you can learn more. There are some videos here you can see.